Hello and welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2021 in the Journeyman save, where we are Standard Liege, and we've got two interesting games coming up today. Cercle Bruges, I think is how you pronounce it, and then Kortrijk, I think that's how you pronounce it as well. Some decent results, to be honest, as we just go and dive in and have a look at the schedule. So, yes, I think we were last together for deadline day and then 0-0. We beat Zlatko, nailed it, 1-0. And then we beat Sint-Truiden 2-1. And now we come into games against Cercle Bruges and Kortrijk, I think is what we're going to go with. Change of game plan, actually. We're playing a 3 at the back, which seems to be working quite well. Falcao and Bale is generally starting up front together, depending on form. It seems to be getting the most out of our players at the moment, and chucking people forward as well to give us options, which is obviously a wonderful thing. A wonderful thing to have is options going forward. I'm realising that a lot of people sort of sit quite defensive against us, so we're going to try and chuck people forward to break them down. Right, I'll sort out the team. We'll be right back. See you in a bit. Okay, this is how we're lining up then. We're going to have a Bedard in goal, Bender, Van Huysen and Bukadi at the back, Simonot and Bastian in the middle, Bale on the left, Amala in the middle, and Carcela Gonzalez on the right. NG partners Falcao up front. No one's really up for it. Bale's a little bit down. We do have two strikers on the bench in Ulare and Dragaus that we could bring on. Andre Green, Raskin, Fay, Jans and Gavaroy make up the rest of the bench. I know it looks like we've got three fullbacks, but Jans and Fay can both play at centre-back as well. So hopefully get Falcao on the ball and get NG running around him is what we sort of want. So I'm going to go for anchoring on Falcao. He stays central. Get NG using that pace in and around him and see what happens. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rose Park Stadium for Standard Liege versus Cercle Bruges. Should be a good game. Gareth Bale yet to really make the impact that the Standard Liege fans would have wanted and expected, I think is a good way to describe it. But this is the first game where we're actually thinking about it. We actually see Bale, Clinton NG and Falcao all line up from kickoff all together. So let's hope for some fireworks, eh? Let's hope for some fireworks as we're going to get the game underway to start. And we've been playing better. I think there's a couple more gears that we can go through, but we are playing better as a team. We're picking up some decent results. Well, as you should expect, we've invested a lot of money as Bastian gives us an overlap, and he's going to have enough pace to get round Vitinho. Puts that in towards the back post, and G isn't the tallest. Carcela Gonzalez first time crossing towards NG. Got a lot of power on the header, but not accurate. But it's a positive start. Positive start from Standard Liege. Just got to keep the ball, keep it simple, get some possession going. It was a decent header away. Early cross in, and NG was there, but the header was never really troubling the target. But a positive start. Carcela Gonzalez picks out Amala, who's got Bale on that far side, and Bale's pace has got him to that ball. And Gareth Bale tries to cut it across. It's hit the post. Cross shot. I went for a near post cross, and I got the angles all wrong, but we've hit the post. Technically, hit the post with Gareth Bale there. A very good attack from the in the early stages, as the defenders missed that one as well as Falcao. If the pass was better, it might have put Clinton and G in. But Cercle Bruges really haven't started this game very well at all, and we know on full manual that whilst you're on top, you've really got to make it count. As Bale comes forward again, and this 3-5-2. Causing some trouble. Ref, penalty! Really causing some trouble for Cercle Bruges. That's not the best header in the world. Hitch picks it up for the team in green. Vitinho goes long. That should be easy for Bukadi. Van Huysen. Up it goes. Just flick that around the corner to Carcela Gonzalez. I am happy with how we've started here. It was a good run in the middle, but then he just stopped it. Simriot. That was meant for Amala, but just got it wrong. Gori is really fouled. There he is, clipped on the heels, and 0-0, 11 minutes gone, but a positive start. Falcao on the ball. Goes up towards NG. He's got a runner outside and pokes it out to him with a little toe poke. Carcela Gonzalez. Just trying to cheese Leonardo Lopez into a challenge, but then doesn't fancy it. Just keep the ball. Amala, Bastian. Out to Bale again. Bale back to Bastian. Bastian just waiting for the right moment, but took too long. Hitch showing good strength just to ease him off the ball. Gori. Clearly his name's Gori. That's exactly how you'd spell it in the UK. Van Huysen. Up to Amala. That's a good touch just to keep the ball away into Clinton NG again, who's been a He started this game very well, Clinton and G. Keeping Gareth Bale out from the start striker spot, which is no mean feat. Gonzalez, what you got? Come on, come on, dive in. Dive in, have a go. Have a challenge. Okay, you're not going to, but we have got a Similot on the edge. Falcao calls for it. No, Amala picks the ball up. Amala around the corner, but yeah, trying to go for the cheeky little 1-2. Should have gone backwards and kept the ball. I know better than that. That's a good tackle. No way, ref. He ran into me. I've got a foot on the ball. Nothing wrong with that at all. 20 minutes in, we've been the better team, but cannot just get that goal-scoring opportunity. So we see this one again. Nah, never a foul. Gone down like a sack of potatoes. And G looking to start the counter-attack. Finds Falcao. He just slows it down, uses his experience, trying to find the run of Bale. His pass is blocked, but it's picked up. And here is the central midfielder, Similiot, for Standard Liege. José González into Amala, who is featuring quite a lot for Zlatko Zahovic at the moment, but his pass got to Bale, and Bale's pass was easily intercepted. Gordy showing good pace there. Hazard just runs into Van Huden, actually runs round Van Huden. Gordy out to Hitch, who takes a bit of a heavy touch off his chest. Abdallah puts it in. That's a good block. Can Falcao get on that one? No, he can't. Vitinho, Abdoulali, and Gareth Bale will read that one. Here is Bastien up towards Falcao once more. Linton and G again, a lovely pocket of space, and releases José González. José González might have the pace here to get onto his cut through. No, he doesn't. He's tackled very well. It's cleared away, and it's kept in by Hazard. Actually, Van Huyten does beat Gory in the air, but can only head it down towards Canute. Canute up towards Gory again, and Hazard has picked up some space. Sven Bender has to come and use all of his experience to close Hazard down, but doesn't do a very good job of it. As Hazard goes back out to Canute, shot from range, and Simrot should be able to head, well, that one back up into his own penalty area, which isn't the best. And Amala will poke it away to the direction of Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale can now bring this forward. He's got a good run from Ng in the middle. He's actually picked out Falcao, can't quite win the header. And it's just knocked away from the strikers of Standard Liège. 10 minutes to go till half-time, and it's been an entertaining game which is lacking clear-cut chances. Gordy goes out towards Hitch. Hitch tries to put an early cross in. That's easy for Bedard, that one, who can look to get Standard Liège going straight away. José González picks it up, goes out towards Bale. Bale into Falcao. Falcao just trying to hold off the defender and get Bale in behind, and he's done that. And Bale has got a good delivery on him. Tries to cut it back across again. And G, not the tallest, but does get his head on it. And Didleon in goal with a decent holding save. 5 minutes to go. That's not the best throw out. Bale's there. Falcao lets it go over his head for some unknown reason to man. But that is what he did. Abdoulali looks to go over the top. Van Huyten reads it. Amala. Canute dives in. Referee can play advantage there. Bale up towards Falcao. Good first touch to take it into his path. Falcao puts through Bale, who's got into a little gap between centre-back and full-back, but credit to the centre-back. He covered it well. He made a good sliding tackle. And you can just see a few of the Standard Liège players already getting a little bit tired from their very intense schedule they've had in the league. And Picardi will cover that one. And you can just get that one up the line towards Bastien. Bastien can find Falcao into Gareth Bale. Looks to dink it into space. Not the best pass though, and sums up the first half really. It's 0-0, all Standard Liège. Cercle Bruges not really having a shot, but just can't find the breakthrough at the moment. But I'm enjoying the 3-5-2. So we've got no changes at half time. They've made one. Hitch off. Matsumura comes on for him on the left hand side of midfield, and yeah, hopefully it won't make them too much more of a threat going forward, as Bale can just spread this one over to the other side. José González doesn't get there. Canute beats him to it, the number 8 for Cercle Bruges. That goes up towards Gordy. Van Huyten again with an outstanding header. He's been very good in the middle of that back three today, Canute. That's a good looking ball through that Leonardo Lopez will get on the end of. José González tries to stand him up and does actually win the ball, and can see Ng in front of him, but not a good pass. And it's those sorts of passes that are sort of letting me down a little bit. Canute out to Leandro Lopez, who had that good crossing opportunity. Hazard has put a good ball in there. Van Huyten reads it again, and that's a good tackle from Bastien. And G can backheel that one to Carcelo Gonzalez, who goes for the crossfield pass looking for Bale. Good ball, picks him out very well. Bale can come forward, and it goes towards Amala, who makes the most of a not best pass. Bale's cross is blocked, and it'll be a throw-in to Standard Liege. And again, a good pace to the first half. Both teams are starting well. Bale takes it quickly to Bastien, who has a man on the edge in Carcelo Gonzalez. Lovely touch to get past his man. Gonzalez shoots. Great save from Diglino. I can't remember what his name is. It sounds like Ned Flanders talking, doesn't it? Diglino. Good hit from Carcelo Gonzalez, though. Good bit of skill. And that's what we need. We need potentially a piece of individual brilliance. Gareth Bale, let's just keep the ball. No need to worry about it if we can't get it through. Just recycle it around and try and move the Cercle Bruges players around a little bit into Amala. Amala can go back to Bastien, who just pushes up from his more defensive role in central midfield. Back to Cancelo Gonzalez. Had the best chance of the half with that shot, and he's done really well to dink his way through. Oh, the cross was blocked. And Leandro Lopez very quickly ruffles it away. Here is Matsumura, the substitute who came on at half-time. We've not seen him in the game yet. And he's, well, very easily been pushed off the ball by Amala. Bastien will get there. Should be a free kick. Referee plays play on, though, because Carcelo Gonzalez picks it up. Bale. Oh, Falcao did a good little bit of movement there to try and get in between the two defenders, but the Cercle Bruges defender read it. Gordy into Van Huyten, who is fouled. And I think we're actually going to bring some subs on. So it is Amala off and Andre Green on. He is still a bit of a favourite of Zlatko Zahovic in this team, so let's see what he can do. He moves to the left-hand side, and Gareth Bale is going to sit behind Falcao and Clinton and G, and hopefully be a bit more of a creator as Falcao wins the header. Clinton and G. Bale tries to dink it over towards Falcao, and it looks like Bale's already enjoying that little roll. Vitinho gets the clearance all wrong, and it goes behind his goal. And Gareth Bale is over the free kick here. Let's bring someone out for a short corner just in case. And then we'll get a love train going. And see if we can put a good delivery in here with Gareth Bale. No, it's straight at the feet of Hazard, who very easily clears. And there could be a bit of a counter-attack on here. As Gordy has it. Flicks it to Canute. Gordy again. Gordy goes out towards Matsumura. And Bacardi has had to come out to track him. And it goes towards Canute. Headed away very well in the end as Simonot finds Carcelo Gonzalez. Carcelo Gonzalez comes forward. He's got Gareth Bale inside. Picks him out really well with a good ball. And Bale has been given the freedom here. Oh, I didn't expect the defender to miss it. And she was offside anyway. Oh, it's close. It's close. Good goalkeeping, to be fair. He was ready for it. Out quickly. Maybe should have had a shot with Bale. Once the defender committed, it's easier to go round him. Not sure. 20 minutes to go. 0-0. We are arguably still the better team. Andre Green, fresh legs, comes on. Falcao in the middle. He can't quite get it through. Is he going to have the pace to get there first? No, but he does. Nearly beat Vitinho to the ball. Not quite. Matsumura comes forward with it. Bacardi trying to tease him into an early pass. As Van Huyten's going to need all his pace to get to that one, and does. And we're not going to mess around. Get it up the line. Pick out Falcao reasonably well. Can't keep it in. Still 0-0. So another substitution then. Gareth Bale off, and Raskin is going to come on to replace him in behind the strikers. Not his most familiar place, Raskin. He's normally just a central midfielder, but he'll sure sit in nice behind those strikers. Bacardi with the ball. There was a change for Cercle Bruges as well. Tatiani coming on for Hazard on the wing. NG. Here is Raskin looking for NG again, and he has got there first. Oh, NG nearly had a wonderful touch past the defender, but not quite, as that clearance hits Falcao in the head. And now he's picked this up, but Falcao is knackered. I think he's going to have to come off next, and we'll get a new striker on, I think, as that ball up the line easily intercepted by Bacardi. Andre Green up towards Raskin. Raskin has got time and space, and they're flying into tackles. And at the moment, they're just about timing them right. But it's not going to be long until they give away a dangerous free kick, I imagine. Raskin, he's got lots of space outside him for Carcelo Gonzalez, who can fire this one into NG. Referee, surely that's a foul. Surely that is a foul. That's a horrendous challenge. As I went for the 1-2, which would have worked as well, because the ball got through to NG. Casella Gonzalez was just taken out and not been able to get on the return pass. Matsumura. Van Hout over to Matsumura again. Bacardi has been pulled wide. Matsumura is going to have slightly fresher legs coming on at half time, but Bacardi does well, clears his lines, and Rao Yao intercepts it well. Van Houten brings it down out of the air. Oh my god, I did not see Atanjay there. That is a great save. Let's just boot it. Whew. God, that's the problem with playing against someone wearing a red kit, isn't it? You can't, a green kit, you can't see. Sometimes they just merge into the pitch, and G picks out a foul. Cow. That's a great run. Raskin, keep going, son. Oh, just couldn't make it stick. He ran all the way from central midfield there. It was a lovely run. Matsumura on the ball. Andre Green trying to just put him off a little bit. Matsumura again goes out towards Vitinho. Tries to cut that back onto his favoured foot. It's a header past the post. So it's flicked out to Vitinho. He just turned it back to his left foot. I sort of tried to read it, but read it a bit too much in the header. Just past the post. Most dangerous Cercel Bruges chance so far, as we do enter the final few minutes. Falcao off, Ulare on up front, as Ulare's first battle is going to be in the air. He wins it, but Canute's on hand to regain possession for Cercel Bruges, as that's well closed down by Raskin. And G. Ueda goes long as we're into the final minute of time added on. Simrot tries to release Ulare on one more to Raskin, who's got Andre Green going outside him, and he puts it into his path. Andre Green puts it across goal. Oh, and Ueda's brought it down. Oh my word, what composure at the back. 0-0. Was a good chance at the end, just didn't make enough of it. 0-0 then, and a decent point. A decent point. We're a little bit gutted, you can tell. We dominated the game. I felt like we absolutely dominated that, but 0-0 is what it is. Only 3 shots each, 2 on target for us, 1 for them. A really quite boring second half, but okay, we go on to the next one. 3-5-2, we're sticking with it. It seems to be giving us a good shape as some other results come in around the grounds. We stay in 9th. We're not really pushing for the European places at the moment. But as I said, I think I see Standard Liege as a bit of a stopgap, really. Nothing we're going to build a long-term career here. We'll see what options come at the end of the season. And let's go straight in, as you can see, straight in to the next game. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next game. As well, we're away this time to Kortrijk. I don't know how you pronounce that, but it should be a good game. It should be a good game. We're still unbeaten in 3 now, 2 wins and a draw. So, again, Falcao and G and Bale all start. Falcao's captain, as you can see. Him and G stay up front. Bale goes to the right-hand side of this one. Raskin comes into the middle. Or Raskin comes into the middle. Amala starts behind the front two. And on the left, I think, is Casella Gonzalez. I think we've switched him and Bale around for this game, if I remember rightly. But it's a pretty set sort of team. The shape does feel good. And we're going to move it. Sven Bender's moved over to the right-hand side of the defence, as you can see there. Van Houten in the middle. Bacardi's moved up from centre-back to holding midfield. And Lafis has come in just to take his spot in the 3 centre-backs. So Amala out to Falcao, who is actually going to get there first. And it's worked out quite well here for Falcao. Can put the cross in. Amala with a header. Oh! It's just past the post. That's really not far away at all. Really good move. Falcao just pounced on that loose pass as the defenders got confused. And he fired the cross in. Amala with a header. It's not far away. There's a chance here for Kortrijk. Van Houten just snuffs out the danger. And he's actually starting to lead a bit of a counter-attack here. Here is Raskin. Pokes that one forward to Amala. Here is Clinton and G. Just waiting for some support. He's done really well. The speedy forward. Gareth Bale. Sven Bender goes up the line looking for Falcao. Looks to flick that in towards Bale. I think the defender was anticipating a first time back heel, which never came. Falcao took a touch and then went for the more audacious back heel into Gareth Bale's path, but it didn't quite work. Here is Badamosi out to Okanzi. And well, he's made 2 Standard Liege players look a bit foolish there as Raskin comes in, and they're still going here. Adanzi still on the ball. Kortrijk just runs into trouble. Green. Just the wrong side of Clinton and G. And you can see that this game, Standard Liege, utilising a bit more of a front three. That's not a bad effort. With Amala staying much closer to the two strikers to try and offer a breakout option when Standard Liege gets the ball. But this was a long ball forward, a great header down, and then the first time shot, it looked closer in real time. Bacardi up towards Amala. So great run. Oh, Falcao just got a foot on it and in the way as the ball was meant for Gareth Bale. It's a heavy touch from the keeper, but he gets away with it, and the AI has been doing a lot. This is the first bit of gameplay I've ever done on D Data Pack 7 as well, so let's see if we have any notable difference. I don't really see much. Green, that's again a run in the middle for Falcao, but the real player didn't. The player I wanted it to go to didn't like connect with the ball, didn't lock on to the player I wanted it to. So sometimes that is a little bit annoying, as they've worked a bit of space here on the right hand side. They've used that overlap. As Akanji has the ball. Lafise asks for some help, and Andre Green obliges. Sorry, it was Andre Green that was in for Carcelo Gonzalez in this one. I just like Andre Green's his pace. He's pretty good on the ball. He's got a half decent finish on him. He's not got the skills of Carcelo Gonzalez, but he is a half decent player for this Standard Liège team. Lafise trying to just win the ball back with a bit of pressure. Another long range shot goes past the post. Clinton and G's got a bit lucky there as the ball sort of ricocheted to him off a couple of players. Can't keep that in with Andre Green, and it's been a very nitty gritty, itty bitty game. It's tough for any team to really take authority of this one, as it's a long ball forward. Lafise is under it. Does, I think, win the header. Sart picks this one up. I went for the interception with Andre Green, but got it slightly wrong. That's a good shoulder barge from Lafise. Lafise into Bacardi. Up to Falcao, into Raskin, who sees the run of Amala. Drops it back to Gareth Bale. Again, just maybe a little bit of possession is the way forward in this game here. Raskin lets that go across his body. Tries to flick that in towards Amala, but the pass was red, and sometimes it just doesn't need those sorts of more risky passes. We can take our time, keep a bit of possession, and wait for an opportunity as Van Huijsen reads that win. Raskin, it's a lovely first time pass out to Akanji. Puts it in, his cross is blocked, controlled to Van Bergen again. He's loving those long range shots, and luckily for us, they are coming to nothing. Bacardi tries to flick that onto Gareth Bale, can't squeeze it through the gap, but does win the ball back, and Gareth Bale will say thank you very much and pick this one up. As Gareth Bale looks to accelerate forward, and well, they're giving him a lot of space here. Gareth Bale, Desart just got back to him. I was about to unleash a shot, and as the way of the law of the sod, they put the tackle in just as I was going to make that pass. Here is Falcao. Falcao tries to put it into Gareth Bale's pass again. Ricterie. They're just getting these last little touches when I'm trying to make the run for a cross or a shot with Bale into Green. Green, he's read that, Van der Bruggen. Van der Bruggen with some very good defenders. Andre Green again was trying to just make that space, that yard of space to make something available, either as a pass or a shot, as Ngui. Van Huijsen trying to put the pressure on. Raskin misjudges the interception. Badamosi puts it in. Lafise with the header. It's going to come out here to Akanji. Desart. You can see that front three of Standard Liège just waiting to break if we can nick the ball. Akanji. Van der Bruggen, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. 5 minutes till half time. It's been even, it's been scrappy. Clinton and G with a bit of space into Amala, poked on towards Falcao, and the defenders just get him back again. So irritating, but Bacardi will have a second chance at this header. And G, over at the pass, it was meant for Amala. Full manual is sometimes so irritating. This is why it feels so good when you score on full manual, because you do have to pretty much get everything perfect. It's so irritating. 0-0. We've had three halves of football with no goals. We've only had one shot, so I've got the hiccups. So no changes for us in the second half, as you saw. No changes for them either, so it's going to be the same 11 players that are going to try and make something happen as we start this second half, and one of them is Gareth Bale, who has got in behind here, and just trying to do a little bit of something special to make some space as Dehane into Van der Bruggen. Van der Bruggen tries to put it into Guay. Guay on the ball, just can knock that one back. Dehane, Retirie, We put in that good tackle on Gareth Bale. And Sven Bender with a good challenge. This looks like a bit much of the same. There is straight away a substitution just after the half time. Stojanovic on for Badamosi, who's not happy about it. Kanzi looking to try and get a cross in. He's marshalled well by Andre Green, and Bacardi robs the substitute Stojankovic, and Bacardi looks to launch an attack for Clinton G, but the pass was absolutely shocking as Lafise reads that one well. Andre Green, can he create something for the away team here? Tries to flick it in towards Amala, on towards Ng, but again it's just that sticking a foot out and making an interception as Gay comes forward. Stojanovic is a man over in Dehane, and he's picked him out. Sven Bender has to come out of the middle. Ball across. Keeper's, well, punched it out. Not the most convincing of stops. And we can have a little bit of possession. And that possession got us nowhere, but just over the halfway line. And then I gave the ball away as Dehane comes forward. That's a ball in. Should be the keeper's. Is Bodart claims it well. Let's try get going quickly. Green flicks it back to Raskin. Supporter voicing his inclusion being wanted and warranted. He's done pretty well, to be fair, since we've been using him. Bacardi with a good tackle. Can't get on the second ball though. Desart picks it up in the middle for Kortroj into the sub. Stojanovic. Lafise gets an unorthodox block on it, but again manages to give us some time to keep the ball. The lack of shots will be the concern for Zlatko Zahovic in this game as Andre Green tries to launch an attack forward. He's run a long way, the ex-Aston Villa youth player. Andre Green into Ng. Can turn. He's turned two defenders well there, Ng. And he's got round another one and he shoots. Oh, and the goalkeeper just about keeps it out. Lovely work from Andre Green and Clinton Ng there. Andre Green just dribbled with the ball forward so far. Ng held off two. Lovely little touch to get into the box. Knew the defenders couldn't touch him, and it's a good save from the keeper. So double substitution for Standard Liege then as Shamir comes on to replace... that's for them. I don't care about their sub. We've brought on Carcelo Gonzalez to replace somebody, and Van Houten off, Gavaroy on. So a change at centre-back. Amala, that's it, on for off for Carcelo Gonzalez as Gareth Bale looks to fire this one across. Oh, it's bounced. Falcao with a header. Keeper saves it again. And Andre Green will be able to keep this one alive. Going to swing an early cross in up towards Bale, who's beaten in the air. Lafise can flick that one onto the new substitute who's just come on, Cancelo Gonzalez. Cancelo Gonzalez made a bit of space for himself. Fancied a shot over the bar. So Cancelo Gonzalez onto the right-hand side. Bale in behind the strikers. And, well, Zlatko Zahovic gives it a thumbs up. Cancelo Gonzalez here just did a little dummy shot just there, or a little shimmy. And it created a bit of space. I fancy to go. Not on target, but what a save from the keeper from Falcao's header. Good ball out to Dehane on this side. Cross goes in. Sven Bender's under it, but can't win it. And Stojanovic has. And it's a classic goal from the AI where they just lob it into the box towards their tall striker. And Stojanovic, who came on at just after half-time, has justified his manager's decision. Sven Bender will be really disappointed. We had to take Van Houten off because he was so tired. And Sven Bender doesn't quite have the height. But he does have better attributes for jumping and all that than Van Houten. But it didn't work in our favour. Bale can't get that one. Bacardi picks up the loose ball. Oh, I think it has got through to Andre Green, whose pass was rubbish. But he's caught. This is Gareth Bale territory, I'm telling you now. This is Gareth Bale territory. As Andre Green just flicked it on round the corner. He was caught very, very late. And it is a dangerous free kick. I just want to check. Yeah, Bale obviously is the best one we have. So let's try and curl this one up and over the wall. It is. Oh, it's just over the bar. Oh, no luck. No luck in today's episode. Oh, Gareth. So unlucky. So unlucky. As it goes over the bar. And we've gone a little bit more attacking. Lafise trying to get under it. Does win the header. Gareth Bale can't get there. Dehane goes back to Hinz Ike. Here he is again. Falcao trying to put the pressure on. Gavaroy gets a good head on it. Raskin flicks it onto Green. Green up towards Clinton Ng. Clinton Ng has seen the run of Gareth Bale, who has got in between the centre-back and full-back. Falcao couldn't quite get there. Not the best cross, to be honest. And Gareth Bale has. Carcelo Gonzalez showed too much of it to Shamir, who I think we sold to Quarterajic, which is why I thought he came on for me, even though I definitely didn't bring him on. Dehane comes forward into goal scorer Stojanovic, who's just swarmed out of it. Bakade can come forward, looks up towards Falcao, round the corner to Bale. Bale on one more to Green, who has had a good game today. He has done well. Andre Green will look to poke this one in towards Ng, beaten in the air though. Falcao knows he's got to do it for his team. Heinz Ike. Sainsbury, which isn't a name you'd expect to see in Belgium, I'm sure. Goes long. Headed on towards Raskin as Standard Liege are slowly running out of time here. Green. Ng. Flicked on one more. Bale! Bale! Oh! What an opportunity. It came from some good quick passing. Raskin out to Green and G round through the legs, and Gareth Bale just got the shot all wrong. Oh no. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful, and there's only a minute to go, and we are going to be struggling to create anything else here, although Bale does pick the ball up, and he's got Falcao making a run, but he's offside. And that will be the game. A disappointing episode, a draw and a loss. And yeah, I don't really want to change the formation. I feel like the formation is doing well. Maybe a bit of rustiness on my part, but who knows? There it is, full time. 10 minutes from time was the goal. Stojanovic the sub. A good header. Maybe should have left Van Huijsen on and just let him get a little bit tired. But you can see, great second half from us in terms of shots. Just didn't make any of them count. Falcao getting a 4.5. Bale, 4.5. Ouch. So there we go then. Yeah, draw and a loss. Not the best. Scouts have found a couple of players here. Rafael Borde. That would be a very good signing up front. Bustos as well. Gamano. And then we got Niang, Sek, Izzo. Yeah, I mean, I'm really not planning to spend too long at Standard Liege, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the table's not looking brilliant. We're in 9th, 6 points off Antwerp in 8th. I mean, it's not insurmountable, but we are being drawn into this sort of mid-table battle below us as well. Titles out of the question, 20 points off. Even probably, I don't know, with a big push, we could potentially get 6th and catch Ghent. But probably not. I think we're just getting through to the end of the season, and we'll see how it goes. We'll be back for another episode very, very soon. So thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure, as always. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comments below, and we will also take a look in the future soon, hopefully around what's coming to the channel and everything like that. But thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.